Let's go. Keep moving.
It's one of those new subs. Impressive. Are they armed?
This one is.
Welcome back, Commandos.
Locate and rescue GDI prisoners.
You know.
So it seems that Havoc identifies himself as a submarine. Unless he doesn't quite know what those troops were asking for.
This door requires level 2 security clearance. New primary mission objective.
Bring it on!
Much like the camera from the first mission, or projector I should say, yes, fire extinguishers do blow up, and they will hurt you if you're too close. If you ever thought that being in buildings in this game was confusing enough, what with the sometimes extra paths, the way that elevators work, the
Sabotage the 4 Nod missile racks.
confusing amount
Use
of
the action key on the
small
missile racks to
objectives or
sabotage
like
them.
extra things on walls and whatnot.
Rewiring complete.
You'll
Missile
absolutely
rack
hate this
sabotaged.
mission. This mission takes
Engine
place
critical
almost
systems
entirely
detected.
with
Locate
no
and
outside
destroy.
view. There's
Engine
not much to
critical
really
system
orient
destroyed.
yourself, especially in when it comes to rooms that look very similar to itself
Engine malfunction imminent.
in how it's symmetrical. But also just there's some objectives that are quite confusing. Or I think I should say that they're not explained very well. Now, the ultimate goal, which is pretty obvious in most cases when it comes to Havoc, is blow everything up and kill everybody. In this, though, we do have something of a rescue mission in hand. We're going to have to go around this
Warning.
entire ship,
Tiberium life form
grab
detected.
some key cards, and, you know, get back to our damsels
fix it
in
without moving
distress.
the other containers? There's no way. They've all got to go. What kind of damn...
Warning. Active Tiberium life form detected. Containment team dispatched.
Well, not much I could really do there, I don't think. We do get a little closer to Nod's various experiments, however.
Do you think we can fix it without moving the other containers? There's no way.
And because I wasn't really paying too much attention, or at least I didn't think it would take most of my life in one hit, as well as poison me with Tiberium, kind of got screwed there. So those are
You think we can
initiates.
fix it without moving the
Essentially
other
just
containers? There's no way.
units
They
that
all
have
gotta
been
go. What kind of damage are we looking at if we
converted to a higher
Assuming
life.
all containers get unloaded, the damage should be minimal. But cleanup is still going to be a major pain. Just leave it for now, but keep an eye on it. If these containers breach, we're going to be up to our necks in trouble. Shouldn't we at least try
Sabotage
to
the
mop it up?
4 Nod
Sure,
missile
knock
racks.
your socks off. Just be careful
Use
of
the
direct
action
exposure.
key on the missile racks to sabotage them.
Also, something to appreciate when it comes to someone talking to themselves as two different characters. Also, yes, you have to find the button. You have to press E on the button because that is a platform.
Warning. Active Tiberium life form detected. Containment team dispatched.
It's not really recommended to use an automatic rifle if you have, say, a flamethrower. Also, there's no containment team, so nothing to worry there. And finally, the platform shows up. It's not even on a cycle or anything, it's really just being a pain. Sometimes it's a little faster. Or
Updating
efficient.
radar flags.
Now, the other problem too with this mission is that because of how things are sort of
Sabotage
portrayed,
the 4
or
Nod missile racks.
with how the
Use
building
the action key
works,
on the missile racks
you
to
sometimes
sabotage
do
them.
have different paths, and it's not always the best option. Because there's no guide necessarily, and the minimap is so small, and the overview map is entirely useless, you don't really have anything to tell you like where there might be ladders or stairs or other access points.
Now to
Primary
get those
objective
prisoners out
complete.
and blow this joint.
Updating radar flags.
And you're essentially going to be swimming in Nod troops anyways, so if it's not enough pressure to try to find your way around a giant maze, you're kind of always being hounded by advancing troops. Now, they could also be Black Hand troops, not necessarily regular infantry. Black Hand troops just being
Updating
a
radar
little
flags.
sturdier and sometimes having different weapons. Generally speaking, the only major difference that Black Hand troops will have, or be shown to have, is a sniper rifle.
Be on the lookout.
Otherwise, I can't really say there's anything different about them. Different health pool, I'm sure, and they do have armor, or more armor than regular
Sabotage the
infantry,
4 Nod
but
missile racks. Use the action key on the missile racks to sabotage them. Primary objective complete.
he kind of came and went as well. But
Locate the ship
I
captain and
forget
obtain
if
the
that guy
submarine
specifically is a
security
named
card.
character. But we had to kill him for his keycard. So again, you have to go to a location to kill a guy to get his keycard, to then go to another location to kill another guy to get their keycard, to then go to yet another person and kill them and get their keycard so that you can eventually go out. It's sort of like if it was a Doom map, like a Doom 2 map, but not really executed in a way that helps players. Also, we do come across a new weapon, the grenade launcher. It's kind of lackluster. It's sort of reminiscent of the grenade launcher from GoldenEye, in how the arc is just so terrible.
Sabotage the 4 Nod missile racks.
I don't feel it has
Use the
as much
action
of
key on
an
the
area of
missile racks
effect,
to sabotage them.
effect though. So your mileage varies on how well you can use it. It is handy in some situations. They're very limited, and we will come across it, so I'll try to point it out. But generally speaking, I'd rather skip them.
Their hearts are still beating, aren't they?
Boy, are we glad to see you. Get us out of here!
I have to say, I'm just glad there's no, like, alarm system.
Vacation's over, guys. What's with him?
He's sick. We gotta find a way to get him out of here.
We'll take the sub.
You got the control key?
Not yet. Get going. I'll meet you there.
You're going up against the whole crew by yourself?
Don't seem fair, does it? Maybe I'll shoot left-handed.
Weapons ready.
Primary objective complete.
I can't believe that prisoner just pushed us aside. The Nick Parker. I'd say something about how there's a way to progress that way, but it's not necessarily true. And because of the nature of how this map is built, it's a slightly roundabout way from where we've been through. Especially considering I still have a secondary objective or two to complete.
Sabotage the 4 Nod missile racks. Use the action key on the missile racks to sabotage them.
I think this is probably a great example about how the third-person camera just kind of messes with how you aim and shoot. Also, I don't know if there's any actual benefit to hitting anything. Like, you go to these missile, what are they, emplacements? The rocket emplacements, but... Okay, you show a not attack helicopter. What happens if you hit it? What happens if you blow it up? Nothing. Oh, okay. Was there a reason to show these helicopters? Do you get anything if you successfully shoot them down? As far as I know, nothing happens. It's just kind of a waste. Also, despite that giant SAM site, I don't know what it's really called, but despite that being there and having a health bar and everything, you can't actually blow it up.
2 remaining.
Also, thankfully, the AI has to
1
wait for
remaining.
elevators. They don't
Primary
really shoot
objective
when they
complete.
do anything like that, so kind of a easy kill.
Locate the ship captain and obtain the submarine security card.
And even though we've sabotaged the missiles, we didn't specifically go see the SAM site, or whatever it's called, and see it blow up. So we'll check that in a short moment. But first I have to destroy the last panel here.
Engines are offline.
I forget if these were here before, or if doing the secondary objective actually spawned those. This isn't actually a really good level to even show off the grenade launcher, so I'm surprised they ever included it.
Warning, Nod Blackhead.
You're just
lead
always in
detected.
close quarters, so
Attention, civilian aircraft.
having a grenade launcher, you're just going to blow yourself up at some point. So SAM site lifts up, and because we sabotage the rockets, it just blows itself up. Sure.
Locate the ship captain and obtain the submarine security card.
Yeah, sometimes the game seems a little... Now there's a little bit of platforming here. I'm not sure why they added this, to be honest, but you get some nice little restock on your ammo. Man, I'm really getting a GoldenEye vibe from this song. It's like a... not Aztec, somewhere else. Like library or something. So we're back in the central area that we started in, just a few levels higher. And as mentioned before, sticking around here is a bad idea. You just always have units coming in at somewhat regular intervals. I don't really know if it's a specific mix of units as well, like if they always try to throw in a Black Hand, or if it's generally composed of infantry and officers, or how exactly the spread works.
Locate the ship captain and obtain the submarine security card.
And while
This door requires
that door would be the way to
level 3
progress,
security
we
clearance.
don't have the key. So it's the way to egress from the area we will get the key.
Something's wrong. Look for GDI units.
New secondary mission objective.
I hate when they dodge at the last moment. Also, snipers are really a pain in the ass in this, on higher difficulties. And because there's a limit on the distance required in order to shoot somebody, I got a real lucky break there. I think I might have made him mad. So the chemical sprayer wouldn't be a really bad idea for this map,
And obtain the submarine
just because
security
close quarters, so you're generally going to be close to people. There's no real reason to have much in the way of chemical infantry, because, well, there's no Tiberium field and so on. But it does make it a little awkward if you happen to transform anybody into a Visceroid.
Updating radar flags.
Show yourself. You hear that?
You know it.
Listen, GDI units.
Now, I'm not quite sure why the Viceroy didn't like immediately aggro me compared to other times we've seen them. Maybe it's just a thing
Use
with
the
this
action
mission.
key on the
I don't
torpedo
know.
racks to sabotage them. Rewiring complete. Primary objective torpedo complete. Rack sabotaged.
Show yourself.
Now keep in mind, we're still on a cargo ship. So why a cargo ship would have twin torpedoes, twin torpedo tubes in the forward compartment is a little strange.
Oh, show yourself. What was that? Check in. What was that? What was that?
Locate the ship captain and obtain the submarine security card.
Watch for snipers. Something's wrong.
Yeah, it's a little blatant when they just phase into existence right in front of me.
Show yourself. Watch for snipers.
Also, this is one of those rare instances where the grenade launcher is useful.
Show yourself. Weapons ready.
So, other than for like quirks of
Watch for
how stairs are placed, it's not much of a reason to use it. Also, the chefs just... I really don't understand why they made chefs to be an enemy unit. There's something about... Like, why are they armed? Is it because the cooking's bad, so they hate the complaints or critiques they have?
Movement. Weapons ready. GDI units. Move out. Help me, brother! We're not alone. Assist!
I have to admit, thinking about it now, is it possible that the first Apache that I saw, that I shot at, and nearly killed, did it land and repair, and then I saw it on one turret side, and then on the other side of the turrets?
And obtain the submarines.
Essentially just being the same Apache helicopter the entire time, or is this more a factor of there's 4 helicopters?
Watch for GDI units.
2 helicopters? Anyways, I'm not sure if there's ever been any clues. There's certainly none that I found in the guide, so be interested to see or hear if anybody has attempted to take out the Apaches before seeing them in the cargo hold.
Proceed with caution.
Also, C4 doesn't kill Black Hand troops? Really? Yeah, remember how I was talking a long time ago about how them flinching just makes it kind of a pain to kill high HP units? There's a reason the automatic rifle and chain gun have 100 rounds each.
Updating radar flags.
Be on the lookout.
Also, I'm not quite sure why Eva keeps saying updating radar flags. It doesn't really pertain to
Locate
anything.
the ship captain and obtain the submarine security card.
Like, this all happens rather close to objectives anyways, so there's nothing to really update you on. Also, if I recall correctly, that captain is actually named in his data entry link, so look forward to that in the entry on the forum post. I want to say it's Gilligan, but I forget. Maybe it was the first mate who's Gilligan.
Rendezvous with the prisoners by the submarine portal for evacuation. Objective complete.
Alright, so we've essentially taken out everything on this boat. I can't really think of any other system that we would want to take out. Maybe the GPS or / navigational system. We've already taken out the engines, the torpedoes, the secondary armament with the missiles.
Rendezvous with the prisoners by the
We've
submarine
damaged
portal
containment
for evacuation.
of Tiberium life forms. We've killed not only the all NOD troops, or most of them anyways, but all civilian staff as well. Also, yes, sometimes the lighting does suck in this game. Why do you ask? And yeah, Black Hand are kind of an exception to the whole one-hit kill rule. It's based on armor, but sometimes you'll come across different Black Hand troops. We'll see it later in the game, so it's hard to really equate it.
Warning. Prisoners under attack in submarine bay. Protect them at all costs.
So I guess technically you don't have to do the prisoners first. But regardless, by the time you get back after you've gotten the red key card and saved the prisoners, you have a slight protection/escort mission to do.
Rendezvous with the prisoners by the submarine portal for evacuation.
Now, if memory serves me correctly, you have to kill a certain number of units.
Prisoner health level critical. Mission failure imminent.
And that guy is on like a sliver of HP, so I got pretty lucky.